My body come to life when you feel real close. You think alright.
I don't really like committing to things. I'm scared. But when Verizon announced that I could lock in a low price for 3 years, I mean, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I guess his buddy's girlfriend was in it. So those were the only people in the house. So I took down your info. All right, I'll get you a phone number and whatnot. And when I leave, I'll put out the window. Where do you stay at?
My son actually left me alone. So I'm trying to see if y'all in the live. Go to my chat. What's up, Soul Squad?
That's another thing with these shelters, bro. If y'all know these fools on drugs, you gotta leave them out there.
New channel.
Real families out here that need a place to stay because they have no place to stay. That's what shelters is for. A bed at night. Some food at night, some food in the morning. You know what I'm saying? Y'all up there sheltering crackheads, fool. If you on crack, if you do drugs, you can't stay here. Nobody forces nobody to do drugs.
Okay. I don't know. I would just never get this. What's up, y'all? How y'all doing today? I think people in here with me. I don't know for sure. Oh, man. I don't know for sure. I'm trying to... I just would never get this together. What's up, y'all? Hey, Soul Squad. Hi, Bill. I think people in here with me. I don't know for sure. Oh, man. I don't know for sure. What's up, Bill? Hey, Jay. Hey, Anna. Hey, Angela. Okay, I need to turn that down. What's up, everybody? Can y'all hear me? You don't see me? Oh, I gotta call my son. I don't even know where he went to. I'm on Frozen. No, my video is frozen, but you don't see me right there in the corner? Because I can see me right there in the corner. The video is frozen, but I should be right there in your corner in that little square box. Okay, y'all can't see me. Let me call my son. Hey, Fufu! Hey. They say they can't see me. But I don't know. I can see me right there. Okay, somebody said, I see you.
Oh, yeah, they can see. Somebody just trolling.
Okay. And it said, can barely see you. Well, I'm in that little square box at the top. You see me right there in the square box at the top?
She has on that phone.
Jackson is in the room. Okay, y'all can see me. Okay, what's up, Soul Squad? What's up? Welcome to Let's Talk. And Let's Talk is basically a video chat that I do after each recipe go up. I can't make it bigger. That's just it don't get any bigger. This is my whole son's streaming platform. So he stream on Twitch and YouTube reactions and stuff. And basically that's how it is. If he come back in, I'll let him know if he could do it bigger. But this is typically the size that it is. Because it's like a reaction video. And I reacted to my own cooking video when I'm finished. Yeah, that's the little box. And okay, so guys, welcome to Let's Talk reaction video. I react to my own food videos once they're done. And if you guys have any questions, or if you want to take down a recipe, you have any questions about this recipe, and just a little quick. Now let me give y'all FYI. Okay, I'm sorry. I can't pronounce your name. I can't make it even bigger. I'll talk to my son. Yes, like Susan Q say, if it's too small, you could go to your television and it would enhance the square a little bit more. When my son come in, I'll ask him about, can you enlarge the little square box? I'm not sure, so I'm not going to touch anything. Hey, Fufu, can you make that little square box bigger, or that's just it?
Mm-hmm.
Somebody said, could he make it just a little bit bigger, the little square box? I don't know. He said he can enhance.
Déjame mostrarte cómo hacer este cheesecake. My dad is being strong.
So while we doing some technical difficulties right here, just some people just like me, they may need their glasses.
That's all it is, because this the standard.
Okay, that's the standard. I told him that may be the standard. Okay,
How big you want?
that's good right there. I don't want to
Like
make it too big. I don't want it to overshadow the video because it's a reaction video. It's a reaction platform. Okay, so that's a little bit bigger for you guys. So a quick FYI, we can't stay long because unfortunately today is the draft. If anybody know anything about the draft, today is the football draft, and my son didn't even have me set up to come on after the video. He said, "Oh, I forgot." He's like, "Man, I'm in here looking at the football draft." He said, "You come on for 20 minutes." I said, "Okay, just give me 20 minutes to come on." I said, "Because we can't give people something and take it away from them." I said, "They look forward to the reaction video after the food video goes off." Look, somebody said, "Let's go Ravens," okay? So he said, literally, I had 20 minutes because he got finished watching the football draft.
Let's go. Lady called DCFS.
I got my HO.
And kind of made some claims.
You watching the draft too? Yeah, so he put me on a time limit today. Normally he don't put me on a time limit for Let's Talk, but I understand he want to get back to his computer setup. So guys, this video, it was all about the fried pork chops and gravy. In the video, I talked about how I have not made pork chops in 4 years. My son said it's been about 5 years. We're not big pork eaters in our house.
Sounds crazy to me too.
Okay. And I haven't did a pork chop video in about 5 years. So I thought it was overdue. I thought it was time. And I felt like, using my seasonings, I wanted to show the seasonings that I use. And if you don't have my seasonings, by all means, you could just use whatever seasons that you've been using in your house to create that flavor that you create for you and your family. Now, like I said, this is a reaction video. I remember when you cooked Mimi some food. Yes, I did cook for Mimi. Yes, I did. Oh, Phyllis said, "I have enjoyed all your recipes. The Pure Easter video with the ham, barbecue chicken, and macaroni." Yes, thank you. Hey, Miss Lopez. I'm fine. How are you? Yeah, so I didn't this particular meal. I didn't eat none of it. I didn't eat. I gave this strictly to the family. I didn't eat none of it because I know y'all see my vlog. I'm trying to work on my diabetes and all that stuff like that. So stay away from all these fried foods. So this particular meal, I really didn't eat any. I did taste the skin, and let me tell y'all. Ooh, y'all, that SoulfulT Unstoppable Seasoning, man, it will turn your food into some greatness, okay? I told my son, I said, "Ooh, I seasoned the hell out of this food." He said, "Yeah." And I'm going to tell you what my kids did off camera because I sell hot honey. Thank you, Susie. I'm trying, and it's hard. I'm back on my intermittent fasting, trying not to eat after 8, and because of my diabetes, and y'all saw my vlog that I put up today, I got to get more control of my sugar, and it's just not sweets. It's that corn, it's that carbs, bread and stuff like that. He said, I made your meals and I gained." Miss Lopez said she made my meals and gained 15 pounds. Oh, man. So, yeah. But I did taste just a little bit of that skin, and y'all, that Unstoppable Seasoning is just like killing the game. If you haven't gotten my seasoning, I'm telling you, it is, I'm going to toot my own horn. It is one of the best all-purpose flavorful seasons that's out here right now, either in the stores or on any other platforms. This season is really kicking food up to the next level. So if you want to get your hands on my seasoning, it's in the description below on this video. And I did do a shout out to everyone. I had software issues that made people late sending out my orders, but it's fixed now. And like I said early on in the week in my community board, all orders are going out on Friday. My queue is officially empty. Everyone should have got emails that their orders going out. I just made more flour, more seasoning today. So all orders going out tomorrow. And thank you, Smack Girl 420. So the seasoning is delicious. Yeah, and I try to be very generous with the season amount. Yeah, so let me show you guys this part right here. Let's talk about I'm reacting to my videos. So yeah, we gotta do some reaction.
2 years. Throw the whole department away.
Now this part right here, I'm gonna hit skip on me. I gotta hit skip.
Well, let's say this is.
Now a lot of people don't do this. I'm gonna tell you. I don't know who came up with this whole mustard situation. I never used to do this in the past. I actually, even being a YouTube creator and a cook on YouTube, I'm still learning different things too. Now, I learned about mustard on chicken, fish, pork chops through YouTube, through other home cooks on that I did in my kitchen. But once I learned it and I saw the difference, it gives your chicken, like it helps all your stuff stick to your meats. So the purpose of the mustard is that you don't taste it when you cook it, but it kind of tenderizes your meat, and it allows whatever seasoning that you put on your meats really stick to it. And it helps with the flavor and stuff. So I'm an advocate now for putting mustard on my fish, putting it on my chicken, putting it on my pork chops, like I did in this particular video right here. As you guys can tell, I'm about to do it. And you got it from Tiana. Yup.
These one of these situations to where I honestly feel that.
And so yeah, so I'm an advocate for it now. I just love it. And the hot sauce. Adding some hot sauce to this. Oh my God. And y'all, my seasoning right here. My seasoning also come as spicy. So if you like spicy and bold flavors, you could get my season and spicy as well. It is a fantastic binder, Girl 420. It is a good binder. And I got one more thing. We're going to season the flour too. Let me wash my hands real quick and get that last surprise. And may I say, my son is doing real good with his editing. I'm loving all the little, the what's it called, Fufu? With the editing part that you do? The little clips and all that stuff. Yeah, I love all the transitions that he's doing with the flipping of the pages and everything. Yes. Yeah. Somebody, it's taboo to be bringing some other type of hot sauce into my house. This is a Crystal hot sauce household. And you got to be from the DMV to know what Crystals is. So I don't even know who bought this who bought this hot sauce. And that's another thing. What I try to tell people is that when you season your meat, also season your flour. Because you want that same flavor that's on your meat and your flour. Now, a quick word of advice. I am Girl 420. If you get that SoulfulT flour, you don't have to season your meat at all. You could just go straight in with putting that mustard and the hot sauce on your chicken, on your fish, on your pork chops. The mustard and hot sauce by itself. And just go ahead and dip it in that perfectly seasoned Soulful Tea original blend flour. And then all the guesswork is out of how much season I put on. Did I put too much season? Is it going to be too salty or is it going to have flavor? I'm going to stop you right there. If you use my Soulful Tea flour, you ain't got to worry about that seasoning. I did all the work for you to make sure your meals come out flavorful, even your gravy, even your mac and cheese, okay? This is what this seasoning is doing. So, yeah, so back to the video. So, and then again today, if you don't have my seasoning, use what you have in your kitchen. Season your meat, season your flour. And I love to use these bags right here. The yes. Hey Auntie, hey Phyllis, hey Angela. So so I love freezer bags, y'all. I try to keep a lot of freezer bags. That's my thing. I love to keep freezer bags and paper towels, but as you see, every other video, I'm running out of paper towels. I just got to stock up on them like crazy. And always clean up behind yourself as you go. So when you get finished and you're about to eat, you do not have a whole bunch of dishes in your sink. I have to wash as I go. Who else does that? Susie Q said, you do such a good job, Fufu. Now, you want your grease to be really, really hot. In this particular video, I didn't test the grease. And normally how I test my grease is that I will take a little bit of flour and sprinkle it in my pan. And once that pan sizzle up, I know that the grease is ready. You know, these days with these new cooks and everything, they use thermometers. I didn't waste my money on thermometers. I didn't grow up using these thermometers. You know, they say your grease got to be at 325 to 350, and you drop your chicken, you drop your fish, you drop your pork chop. You never want to overcrowd your pan, because if you overcrowd your pan, you're going to lower the temperature of your grease, and that way your food won't cook evenly. So I didn't show that in this video, but let your grease get maybe a good 10 minutes or so on a nice medium high, so that when your pork chops or your chicken or your fish hit that pan, it's going to make this sound right here. Come close. Listen to this right here, y'all. Yes, Angela, I love freezer bags. You want that right there. That's how you know you're going to come up with the most perfect fried whatever you're frying. That grease is on point. Thank you. Miss Murray just ordered some seasoning. Thank you, Miss Murray. Hey, Cookie. Thank you, Cookie. Cookie says she keep watching my video. Cookie from Chicago. Yes, girl 420, you gotta wash some dishes as you go, especially during Thanksgiving, the holidays. Now, don't get it twisted. I'm not a perfect person in the kitchen, because it be sometimes when I just want to get there and cook and the girl be tired. I be like, hun, I'll come back and do these dishes later. But I done learned over the years, coming back doing them later, sometimes you'll end up having your dishes in your sink till tomorrow morning. Because sometimes when you eat that good food, you get the itis and you be like, damn, I forgot to do the dishes. So I learned over the years that no matter what I'm doing, how I'm cooking, I just got to wash as I go if I don't want those dishes in my sink in the next morning. It's just something I got to do. Hey, Miss Campbell. Yeah. My grandmother, when I was growing up, my grandmother used to keep the paper bags. You know, back in the day, grocery stores used to do a lot of paper bags. My grandmother used to keep paper bags, them brown paper bags for her fried chicken. Oh, somebody, Miss Auntie said, I just ordered 3 bags of seasoned flour. I thank you, Miss Auntie.
You still living your life knowing that your son is in that basement, bro, in the trash can.
Oh, okay. Journey Unfolded says she made my taco soup.
She's still breathing, bro. She ain't crying. She's still fat, meaning she ain't lost no weight.
How to prevent naked chops.
Come on, bro.
What do you mean by how to prevent naked chops? Explain more, Suzuki. What do you mean by that? Because you know you can fry pork chops with no flour or nothing, and they're called naked chops. And if they're seasoned really well, I'm telling you, they taste so good. Way back in the day, I used to work with this young lady, and she brought some naked chops to work, and they were seasoned so flavorful. You didn't even miss that they weren't like, you know, had that crunchy skin or anything on it.
You have a son, and that he's deceased.
You have the same paper brown bag, yes. So let's go into with everybody. Well, first of all,
Do you have a son named Zion?
we're gonna talk about my gravy that my son tried to come for me on this gravy. Oh, when the flour comes off the chop in the oil. You know what? Okay, you talking about that. I'll pause it real quick. When the flour comes off the chopper. Well, you know what? In this video, actually, that happened to me with one of my pork chops in this video. When I flipped one of my pork chops over in this video, which wasn't on camera, a piece of the chop was stuck to the pan. And yes, I don't know why that happens. And it seemed like when you use the mustard and you coat it with enough flour and you shake it off, I think that has something to do with the frying process. That I don't happen to all my chops, but this one chop, I did lose a piece of skin on the backside. And, you know, I really can't say why it happens. It doesn't happen all the time. We could say maybe because it's not enough oil in the pan. But I don't do a real deep fry of my pork chops. I do a light fry. So that it just happens. It happens, and I really don't understand why it happens.
We not blaming you for what you did. You are only your person because he used your good.
Hey CT family, and I lost a piece of skin too, but I think because it has something to do with the amount of grease and the way we're frying it. Pork chops to me never been a type of fried food that I give a deep fry to. I always do a light fry on this, meaning that I don't put a lot of oil in the pan, and that tends to happen. But I don't think it happened with every pork chop. Suzuki said she can't stand when that happens. Yeah. It does, and I think it got something to do with the amount of grease that we use.
That was interviewed by DCFS up in Chicago, right in the presence of all your other children.
Oh, that water tastes good. That's why you stop frying pork chops. Yeah, but you know what, Susie? Try it again with some mustard. Like I said, the mustard helps the flour and everything stick to the pork chops really, really well. The pork chops came out so amazing. But I had that problem over the years too. Not every pork chop, but every once in a while, every other pork chop would do that. And yeah, I'm about to skip forward because my son, like, he got to get to his football draft. Excuse me. So, let's go back some. Gravy. We're going to talk about this gravy real quick.
We have to take pictures of the whole house and then we'll search.
Yeah, just add just a little bit more oil, and that will make the pork chop float. Because that's my conclusion, that I think that it just comes up. Hey, Kitty Goody, how you doing? Thank you. Excuse me, y'all, and I'm still getting over a cold. So y'all hear me cough, I'm still getting a cold. Yeah, my husband watched the draft and I'm watching you. I know my son in the background said, like 20 minutes, wrap it up. So this is going to be the last part. We're going to talk about the gravy because gravy is so difficult for some people to do. So this is what I did. I used the same pan that I cooked my pork chops in. I pulled my grease into another pot and I pulled all the grease off to what's nothing left but the crumble. And you see all that goodness right there, all that crumble right there. That's all the flour and seasoning that's all came off the pork chop. And so what I did is I left that in the pan. And my son started going on me, telling me, you don't know what you're doing. You ain't take all the stuff out the pan. You don't know how to make gravy. I said, boy, just watch and leave me alone. So y'all, let's just watch the process of the gravy. A quick real gravy review. So right here, I have the onions. I turned the stove back on. And all those beautiful onions that I sliced up. My favorite recipe is macaroni and cheese. Jennifer said, out of all your recipes, SoulfulT, what's your favorite? Macaroni and cheese, yams, potato salad, some collard greens, and fried chicken. That's a good go-to for me. That's a good go-to. So I added some extra oil, and I added those onions, and I'm stirring them up. He put for a whole trip, and he's the first one that got his plate, that presentation plate, Susie, and he was like, And so y'all see that, even though I added a little bit of grease to the pan with all the drippings and stuff that was already in there, I still added 1 tablespoon of unsalted butter. 1 tablespoon of unsalted butter, because something about that butter and grease combination really makes your gravy pops, and it don't make your gravy as oily. Because some people just make gravy with just grease. Girl, he tore that gravy up. Y'all should have seen him behind the scenes, licking his finger to mouth. This so good. Be trying to cover me on camera all the time. Let's get back to our gravy. See? Hey, Miss Patricia. Complaining, but the first to eat all the time. All the time. And you also want to see your meats with, huh? Hey, T's work in progress. How you doing? I was so mad. What you show that for? Seasoning. I gave her a bag of seasoning. She left it on the table. Get home and said, I left my seasoning. I said, how you leave your seasoning here? Oh, vegetables. Jennifer said her mom makes the best vegetable soup. Oh, thank you, Jennifer. Now, y'all, I know I need to do better with measurements and stuff. Sometimes I forget when people watching me, they're learning how to cook certain things. But I just been cooking for such a long time that I forget to measure. And right here with this flour, let me just give you guys a quick FYI. When you're making gravy, it should be all equal parts. And when I say thank you, Miss Royal Blondie says she loved my wig, it should be all equal parts. So when you're making gravy, you should actually do like if you do 4 tablespoons of butter, you should do 4 tablespoons of flour. That like that. So when you're making gravy, it should always be equal parts with the flour and the oil or the flour and the butter, equal parts. But when I'm making it, I just eyeball it, and sometimes I forget that I'm showing people how to make gravy, so I apologize for that. But let's go back into the gravy. Now, it will be equal parts, but y'all know what I do. I never tried onion soup. I don't eat onion soup, Miss Campbell. I always wanted to try onion soup. I never made it before. I have to do a vote in my household, because what I don't like to do is make food that no one will not eat and it goes to waste. When the fall rolls in my household and see if anyone in my house would like onion soup, and then find some recipes and see which recipes works for us and put my own spin on it, and we do some onion soup for you guys, because I most definitely don't like wasting food. And one thing about this is that you have to make sure you spin that onion and that flour, and that's for like a minute or two. Using my seasoning and bringing the flavor. I'm turning this down. When I say the gravy came out great, it came out great. It's bringing the flavor there. Excuse me. I tried to find the mute button, but I couldn't find the mute button, y'all. I apologize. Like I said, I have a little cold, and I'm trying to come down off of it. See, that's one thing about, you can always add a little bit so that you can add more. Okay, boo? And look at that gravy. The gravy came out so good. One thing, when you use my seasoning or my flour for your gravy, you really don't have to use any type of juice or broth from whatever you cooking. You could just use plain water, and all that filling, all that taste will just be there. Thank you, girl, 420. I'm almost 2 weeks in with this cold, but I'm at the end. She was perfect. Let's make a plate. We'll be back. So we're not smothering the pork chops in here. Some people are used. So Miss Campbell wants to know, what's better, the chicken broth or water for gravy? Let me just tell you, I'm going to take myself off the plate. I'm going to take my seasonings. I'm going to take off my seasoning. I'm going to take off my flour. And we're going to take that and move it to the side. 1 second, y'all. We're going to take that and move that to the side. Now, typically, if you make gravy, I don't like using plain water. I always grew up, my mother used to use plain water, but when I start cooking, whatever meats or juices that I have, I used to pull that juice off that meat. Or if I didn't have it and I was just making gravy to go on top of rice or something, I always grab chicken broth. So if you're not using it, because I'm just gonna toot my own horn. I truly believe that my flour is amazing, my seasoning is amazing, and it makes the best gravy using water. But if you don't have taken all my stuff out the equation, if you're making gravy and if you don't know how to properly season it when you got the water, I would say always use a broth. I would say always use a broth. But if you use my stuff, my seasoning, or either my flour to make your gravy, using plain water is perfectly fine. It's going to taste so good, you're going to think that you used the broth. Hey, Miss Phyllis. Thank you. Yes, thank you. Yes, that's what I said. So that's so yeah. Yeah. So back to this right here. And my hot honey, everybody's loving that hot honey, especially in my family and everybody who's been buying it. You're welcome, Miss Campbell. And this rice came out so good. Y'all go back in the video, find out the name of this rice, because this yellow rice, this is my first time buying this yellow rice, and I followed it to the recipe exactly, and it came out so amazing. This is my second time this week making this yellow rice, and it only costs less than $2 a box.
And then we gonna take some.
Miss Camp, my season is not even salty. I don't have like, cause I use a lot of garlic powders, onion powders, and stuff in the making of my seasoning. It's not a salty seasoning at all. What I could say is that if you could purchase it and try it, and we'll go back at the beginning. I'm saying I'll name of this rice, but it's not a salty season at all. I have high blood pressure as well.
Like, share, subscribe, hit that bell.
Y'all, let's go back to see what's the name of this rice. Because this is a really good rice. I think I recommend this rice to you guys.
Okay. This is the yellow rice I'm using right here. Anybody heard this?
Zatarats. There you go. It was Zatarats. And this is my first time buying this yellow rice. And I bought 4 boxes. And it was less than $2. It's like $1.49 or something like that from Walmart. This is that's the rice. So anybody want to jot that down? If you follow those directions precisely, you have no problem with your yellow rice. It comes out amazing. So this is the yellow rice. I recommend it. It was really good and the family loved it. Okay, guys, with that being said, we are out of here. My son got to get back to what? His football draft. He's waiting patiently. I enjoyed the Let's Talk video. This is a quick recipe. It was a simple recipe, and if you didn't have pork chops in a long time, or you never tried pork chops and gravy, this is a recipe to add into your to add to your kitchen. I think your family will love it. Again, all my products is in the description below. All orders are going out tomorrow. All old orders, new orders. I'm not saying yours going out tomorrow, but all old orders is going out tomorrow. And yeah, so thank you guys as usual. And Soul Squad, you guys have a good Thursday night. I am out. Good, and don't forget to share. Oh, cake, Jennifer. Cake. Jennifer said, Miss T, do you have a favorite dessert? I am cake. I love cake. And speaking of cake, my next video is a 7-Up cake. So guys, get ready for that. My next video is a 7-Up cake. I got all the ingredients. I don't know if it's coming out tomorrow. I'm making it tomorrow, so I think it's going to be out on Saturday. So I think the video is going to be out on Saturday. And my next video is a 7-Up cake. I love cake, and girl, why I do this to myself, I don't know. Thank you, Auntie. So yeah, I'm a cake lover from the heart. It runs in the family. Okay, y'all, I am out. Yes, I thank you. Hey, Miss Kemp. Like, share, subscribe. I hope you guys are loving everything that I'm doing over here on my SoulfulT channel. Oh! Yay! Yay, we got a new subscriber! I did the cheers, boo-boo. So, I didn't catch the person's name who subscribed, but so like if somebody subscribed while we on the live, it'll say King Kong ain't got nothing on me, and the person name come up. So welcome to the channel. Thank you for subscribing. Yes. I just love my new setup. My son is so amazing. I'm so glad he got this going on with us. Let's go, because the goal is by the end of the year, I'm trying to clock out at 400,000 subscribers, y'all. At the end of the year, we trying to clock out at 400,000. I don't know we're going to do it, but I'm aiming for it. I'm speaking it in existence. You know, you make things come true when you speak it in existence. So at the end of the year, we're clocking out 2025. We're clocking it out with 400,000 subscribers. So share the video, like the video, tell everybody what I'm over here doing. Yes. All right, guys. If I say good night one more time and don't get off this thing, my son gonna kill me. And y'all won't be getting no video. All right, y'all have a good Thursday night. I'm out, Soul Squad.